What's going on, guys? Kenney Conwell here, and this video is for all my self-employed, all my entrepreneurs, all my hustlers, all you guys who are getting money, right? All of you right now. This one is going to be pivotal for you because what I'm going to get into is some high-level concepts on how to manage your cash flow. Now, 3 key things, right? The number one I want you to understand is financial leverage, okay? Financial leverage. And the other thing I want you to understand before I get into the keys is all money does is amplify. That's all it does. All credit does is amplify. So that's why I started with financial leverage. So when you get money, right, it's going to amplify whatever you have going on. Meaning, if you don't understand how to manage your money, it's going to amplify at a higher level. If you be on some dumb stuff with your little money here, when you get money, you're going to be on some dumb stuff at a higher level. If you're on some dumb stuff with your credit right now, with your little $500 credit card, and you say, I want to get a $50,000 credit card because you don't have the thinking right, guess what? You're going to be on some dumb stuff with that. So the number one rule about this money and this cash is all it does is amplify. So what this means is we have to look internally to start figuring out, well, what are some of the bad habits, poor understandings or associations that I have with money? Because if I'm making $5K a month right now and I'm barely getting by, that means that you're mismanaging your $5K, right? Making more money in some scenarios, I'm not saying you should make more money. So I want to make this clear. When you make more money, it helps out, right? But if you're not able to manage that 5K or 10K, what makes you think you're going to be able to manage a 50K? You're not. Now, what I'm going to break down really quickly is many people want to go out and get money from the bank. And I get it. I wanted to get money from the bank. I get money from the bank. Bank offers me money at this point. Well, the reason why is because I understand how to manage my cash flow. Now, what I'm going to break down in this video is how to manage your cash flow as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. Now, the number one thing you got to get, I don't care if it's your business, it ain't your money. It's the business's money. Like, you got to get yourself out of the fact of separating yourself from the business and paying yourself. Too many of you guys are out here killing your profits and you ain't saying that you're a full-time entrepreneur, but you're mismanaging your money and your business can't thrive because you can't reinvest, right? So to avoid all of that and not me come off as judgy because I was there, I'm gonna break it down. So what you wanna do is have 5 accounts, really technically 4 accounts, and have 1 personal account. And I won't even get into, because I did break down in another video about how to manage your cash flow personally. You know, you want to go take a look at that. But this is going to be how to manage your cash flow as an entrepreneur. So there's 4 main accounts you want to have. Number 1, you want to have an income account. Now, what is an income account? An income account is where all your deposits go. So if you have Stripe, you have PayPal, merchant accounts, whatever the case is, everything goes. All income goes into the income account. Okay, that's the number 1 account. Many of us probably already have an income account. So the second account you want to set up is a profit account, because the philosophy I'm breaking down to you is profit first. You want to make being profitable a habit. You don't want to just haphazardly be profitable, right? So how do we do this? Well, we set up a separate account for profit, okay? So the third account we want to set up is a tax account, separate account for taxes, and then the 4th account is an operating account. And the operating account is for all operating expenses. Now, let me break down the percentages so I can make this extremely clear. Let's just say you're making $30,000 a month, okay? Well, if you're making $30,000 a month, well, you're not you, because you're technically not making $30,000 a month. Your business is making $30,000 a month, right? Well, if your business is doing $30,000 a month, well, 20% automatically off top needs to go in your profit account. 20%, period. 20%. So what you're going to do is you're going to take $6,000, because that's 20% of 30 grand, and you're going to put it in your profit account. Now, and that's just what it is, right? Now, if you technically can do it between the 1st and the 15th, and the 15th to the 30th, but to keep this extremely simple, $6,000 profit account. Now, you want to take 15% of that 30 grand and put it in your tax account, right? Period. Put that 15% in the tax account. I want to say 15% of 30 grand. I want to say that's $4,500, I believe, maybe, again. That goes in the tax account. You want to take another 15% and you want to pay yourself, your salary as an owner, right? Your distribution. 15% goes to you. Now 15% of 30 grand, I want to say again, I think that's $4,500. So that's 50%. 20% goes to profit, savings, don't touch it, period. 15% goes to tax, that ain't your money, put it away. IRS, state, you don't want them problems. 15% goes to you to pay yourself. And if you're saying, well, Kenny, I ain't enough. Well, make more money, cuz. That's what you need to do. Go make you some more money, or get a job to make sure you can supplement yourself. Then the other 50%, 15 racks, in this example, is going to business expenses, period. And that's how you want to separate, that's how you want to do your cash flow, right? 20% profit, 15% tax, 15% to yourself, to your personal account. Watch the video on how to manage your personal finances. 50% in operating expenses. Operating expenses are operating expenses. Now, if you have employees, you have contractors, you have ads, you have all of this stuff, you take it from your operating account. Now, you might be saying, well, I'm in a scaling phase of my business. I want to start scaling. Okay, well, you got two choices. Choice number one, you can reduce the amount of money you pay yourself, which most people want to do. Or choice number two is you can take some of the money from your profit account and reinvest it back in your business, but only go to somebody who was already demonstrated, or you already know that you have a demonstrated ability to say, hey, look, if I'm putting money in advertising, and I know on average when I spend $100 in ads, I'm going to make $500. Well, that's a good use of that profit account, because you're going to take the $100 principal, make $400, reinvest it, boom. That's how you do that. You want to scale from that account. But what this does is it forces you to be intentional. And it forces you to understand that, hey, look, all these different accounts are going to be built in. So you got your tax account going, you got your profit account going, you can use that for working capital to grow the business, you got your expenses taken care of, and it forces you as a business owner too to take a hard look at your expenses, right? You got to, because if you're managing your cash flow like this, you can't help but be successful financially. It's inevitable, it's a habit. And then once you start to do this over time, you might get at the end of the year, you might say, look, I got 150,000, or whatever your number is in my tax account, and you meet with a good tax planner or a good tax attorney or whatever, and they walk you through, well, you actually don't have to pay that much in tax. Your tax bill is actually a lot lower. Boom, that goes right down to your profit account, your savings account. But that's how you want to do it, entrepreneurs. So when you start wanting to scale your business, the number one reason why people are unable to go out and get credit cards or get lines of credit is because they mismanage their cash flow. So all those operating expenses that you're using, you technically have the ability to use your cards paid off, use your cards paid off, use your cards paid off, and the bank is going to feel confident knowing that, hey, look, this guy is being responsible financially, and you're going to feel a lot more secure financially because you're managing your cash flow efficiently, right? So hope this is helpful. Take these keys, right? Right below this video, I'm going to include some more details on how you can do this. But if you want to learn how to start growing your business and to be clear, how to start leveraging your credit and cash flow to grow your business, click the video just below. Click the link just below this. I'll cover a training what 95% of people fail to do when it comes to improving their credit. And I know that will be impactful for you as well. See you in the next video.